Thank you all for coming. Coach Haynes will give an opening statement in just a second. He is joined by nose tackle Jonte Bird and running back Nick Hawley. Coach.
Again, came up short. Still like our guys fight. Still like our attitude. It still comes back to, we've said it all week. We're not good enough to get negative plays and overcome them, and that's what we have to do a better job of is win on first downs, so we don't put ourselves in the hole. And we got to do just things better on a consistent basis, and we got to get ourselves to be that disciplined to do that. Thank you. To do that, and we will. And there's a lot of football to continue to play, and we just got to make sure that we look at the things that we're doing well, continue to do those things, and look at the things we're not doing well, and make sure we improve. But we got a lot of good things that have happened, a lot of good things that you can sit there and look at. You got a lot of good guys that are fighting and competing. We just got to get it out of everybody.
Yeah, I have one. I'm Pat Gilbetsy from Plain Dealer. This is a kind of a strange game because you were talking about consistency. The 2 touchdowns, you moved the ball down the field really well.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it was a struggle.
Yeah.
The defense played really well,
Mm-hmm.
but at the end, when you needed to stop them, that was the one lapse.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you can overcome that.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about it is you look at those games and you're still in them.
Mm-hmm.
You got chances to win. If we sit there and play a little bit better early, then you're probably ahead. Also too. So that's what you talk about is, you got where your 2 drives have to be 8 to 10 drives. And on a better consistent basis. And, guys got to make plays and guys got to stay on blocks and you got to do your 1/11th.
Taylor Rosen with the Daily Kent Stater. What was that controversial play in the fourth quarter where you guys went for the tie and the field goal? They called unsportsmanlike conduct. What was that call about?
Our guy probably said something he shouldn't have said.
I thought it was a sidelines call.
No.
Did they jump?
Yeah, obviously not.
I guess the field goal was really close too. I mean, is that something is it reviewable or is it?
No. And they look at every play, so every play is looked at. So, and that's what they tell me, that every play is looked at. So if they're going to look at it to see if the call should be changed or reversed.
Second straight week where short field goals
Yeah.
really hurt.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
one of the deals where things just are kind of going wrong right now.
Yeah, and we got to get better at them. Those are ones that we got to make, and Anthony's capable of making them. He's just not, So it's just like anything else. When you're in a slump, you just got to keep swinging, and you just got to keep going. And the hard part is you go through the week and you chart all of them, and you're good. And we're putting pressure on them, and we're doing all those things. So again, you just got to keep sticking with him and making sure that he's fundamentally sound, and but he's a good kicker. You just got to sit there and just fundamentals and technique and get it through.
On that field goal, there was like a lot of commotion, assuming there was going to be a penalty call on that. Do you think that had anything to do with him missing it? Do you think maybe he assumed they were going to throw the flag and the guy just booted to get a practice one in?
It wasn't on rhythm, and that was again, when you sit there and you go through games, you start thinking about situations in games, and that one's a first for me as far as, but the play is never over until they blow the whistle, and you got to make sure that you continue just to go through. But, you kind of live and learn through situations, and you now got to put yourself in those situations so our guys know to continue just to play and stay on rhythm and everything else. Don't leave it to chance.
Nick, can you talk about obviously offensively you really struggled in the first half until the very end. Is there what kind of happened to keep you guys going?
I'm not totally sure what happened. I mean, guys were fighting hard. I just think we need to study more and work harder in off days and in practice and stuff. And guys need to get in the film room more and study. And I mean, they need to take it seriously. And we all need to fight our butts off every play. And it's, that's what it takes to win.
When you had that long run that set up the touchdown, did you feel like the momentum was switching back your all's direction then?
I mean, with football, momentum switches every other play. So, I mean, yes, and it helped the drive. The drive we had was very good, and once we start to pick up momentum, that's the thing about our team is they wait till something good happens and then they go, go, go. When they need to be able to create, or we need to be able to create our own momentum and then continue from there.
Are you feeling a little more comfortable at the back position? Lost a couple of them.
Yeah, I've always felt comfortable. I was in high school, I ran the ball a lot, but definitely getting used to being back there. And now I'm not worried so much about what I'm doing. I'm worried about what the defense is doing. So definitely getting more comfortable.
I know it's hard to judge too much without seeing the film, but I mean, did you feel like you played a little better up front today offensively? You ran the ball not great by any stretch, but a little bit.
Yeah, I think we did a lot better up front. There was things that I missed that I should have done, and I take responsibility for that. But for the most part, I think we did fairly well. We got a long way to go.
How did you feel about the way you played?
Yeah, I think, again, as we talked during the week, I think anytime you think about the run, you think about the front five. But we ran a lot of outside plays, and now you're talking about blocking on the perimeter, and we didn't do a very good job at that. So it's all everybody that has to do a better job at blocking when you're talking about running the football, just hitting the front, guys. And yeah, we had some couple runs in there that did a good job to help us, run the football. But we got a long way to go in being consistent in running the football, because it'll help us throw the football a little bit better if we can be a better running team.
Coach, how important is it to come out early and set the tone early? Because you guys kind of started off a little bit sluggish.
Yeah.
I feel like that set the tone for the rest of the game.
And that's what you can't do. You can't have negative plays. And you start with negative plays, it hurts you. And we said it all week. We're not good enough right now to overcome those negative plays. So we have to, come out, and that's why we took the ball. We wanted them to come out and try to, get something going, and we didn't. But, again, you kept fighting. You were in it again, and just came up short.
Colin really struggled. I think he started out like 1 of 10.
Yeah.
What do you see there?
I think, again, we'll go back and take a look at the film and see. But, a lot of times it's mechanics. A lot of times it's trying to do too much, where you just got to play within yourself. And, and that's all he has to do. When Colin is good, Colin is just running the offense, and that's it. And instead of sitting there thinking that I got to make plays. Anytime you get a player who thinks he has to make plays, 9 times out of 10 he's going to screw it up. So that's what we just got to make sure that he, settles himself down and just manage the offense.
So with those last few drives when Colin was kind of on, making more completions, he's a lot better in the second half of my mind than the first. Was that him just kind of playing with it himself, or was that due to some change you guys seen during halftime and made adjustments to?
No, we sat there and we talked to him and kind of made a point that that's what you have to, make sure you do. But again, you go back to, the last couple drives, you go back into thinking you have to make plays, and, you do something that you normally don't do. And so we just gotta keep grinding, those things, and make sure that they hit home.
One question for Mr. Bird. After the shaky start, with the South Alabama scoring 2 touchdowns, you seemed to shut them down pretty good passing and running. Then at the end, they moved the ball down the field, strangely enough, with a running game, which really hadn't been all that good. Were you guys trying to gamble for like a fumble or something, or what happened that they were able to march when they weren't really able to do that without a little bit of passing, in that first half?
I don't know I can't recall what exactly happened, but I know our coach's emphasis is get turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure it was just probably an MA or something
Mm-hmm.
that caused them to move the ball down the field. But again, we don't stick on MAs, we just move to the next play. So we'll have to look at the film and see what happened.
Did you feel like you sort of got it together there in the second half? Defense looked like it improved. Then did you feel that way?
Yes, our name right now, we consider ourselves as a second half team, so we try to come out and play hard in the second half.
Defense really kept them in 16-0 second quarter. Looks like it's getting away in the defense. I think it was like a 6 straight possession. Punt. Kept you in it.
Yeah. Yeah, they play hard. They play hard and, got us off the field in those 3-and-out situations. And, when you play an offense like that, we always talk about the key is to keep these guys out of the end zone. Because when you play a spread team that really has 2 running backs back there, it's tough to defend. And you're playing the game from 20 to 20. And we never talk about yardage in this situation just because they're going to, get yardage on you. They're going to get some yards, but you got to buckle down in, the red zone. And, our guys did a good job again in those 6 straight drives in the second half of, just buckling down. They were, kind of switching their receivers in and out, so you kind of knew when they were concentrating on the run and when they were concentrating on the pass a little bit because they started rotating those guys. So our guys kind of got locked into that, also too, and they try to hit us with play action. Guys made plays.
Was Durham close to playing today? Or?
No.
You guys just talk. I mean, you're both pretty young players. You guys haven't been through anything like you've been through these first few weeks. I mean, just talk about how. It's just a couple tough losses, a lot of bad things. Just talk about what it feels like and what you're kind of thinking.
Can you specify what bad things you mean
Well,
besides the loss?
2 tough losses, obviously the loss of the teammate. Just a lot of tough breaks.
Well, losing's never fun. Losing, I hate to lose. Guys on the team hate to lose, so losing's just enough for me to be, I hate it. So with death, it's been through a lot. Guys have been through a lot. I think as a team we came together and coped pretty well for it. It obviously affected us a lot. Jason was a great kid, and he had an impact on my life, a great impact on my life, and he was there for me. And so that part was pretty tough. But when it comes down to it, that's what's important. 2 losses, you hate to lose, but the loss of the teammates, way greater than that.
Me, we knew this year coming in that at some point we would face adversity, but we preached on how do we respond to adversity. So pretty much we take it one game at a time. We got 2 losses right now. It's a long season, so it's all about how we respond.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thanks.